Thank you so much. Yes, into the pistol already, and a lean towards B. Movistar Riders are going to be looking to deal with what is a two-man setup at the moment. Sunny boosted up on that box, and already Lau loses his head, but doesn't look like he's going to do much more. Instead, now bomb loose. Mopos towards that bench position. Ariel coming in from the short. Sergey will join him. Alu aggressive and ahead of the smoke, and perfect angle. He's going to punish the plant as well.
Oh, not quite.
Down to a 2v2. Chaos continues though, Henry.
It absolutely does. North Korea is going to be winning this round. The PT-50 at range as the bomb is planted. Need a quick headshot here, and they have found it. Ariel, though, still with a fighting chance here. But Movistar Riders actually fighting back themselves, as we'll see us win a pistol, and it's going to be 1-0. It was a scrappy round for sure, but the fast speed play does work out for them eventually. It looked like Sunny's boost would be enough to fend them off. If he denies that plant initially, gets a quick kill, I'd say that one is done. And will we see the force buy in a second? Time will tell. We'll have $2,000 per player. An HE purchase suggests we will not. So going to be the eco here with the FAMASs in the third, which seems to be the way the game's leaning towards these days.
It does, it really does, and I think the there's maybe one exception, perhaps like an Inferno.
Yeah, definitely not Inferno. Oh, hold on.
Oh my goodness,
Lots
the
of damage.
USPs, the nades, it's getting awkward. Sunny's got another headshot,
Oh,
Sergey's
boys.
got another one.
He's low as well.
Movistar Riders, they're losing the full eco. You hate to see it. Chance though for Lau, he has to be so neat and tidy on these first couple of frags. They're going to group up, and as soon as there's 4 men holding that bomb, you know you're not going to do too well. He has to be methodical about this, but he's going very fast. Finds the first, and that's the end of that, ladies and gentlemen.
Love to see that, Alex, but it does happen from time to time. A full eco victory. That HE actually did a ton of damage at the very start there. The dinks were just relentless.
Damn.
Oh, that's yeah, that says it all. You're not really much a coach can say at this point. It's like, well,
you know you shouldn't win.
kind
You
of
shouldn't
done that to yourself, those boys. Everyone challenging in the same position, and they run into the USP wall. Okay, well that changes things slightly. They're going to have to force buy back themselves, and ENCE have got a couple of rifles for free, make it 3 of them actually. As Ada gets the AK-47, Galils are there. Same damage from the same nade, but it returned at least. Ariel down to 27. That's pretty much max damage there.
Doesn't get better than that. 1 grenade and 27 HP. We are seeing a lot of successful HEs in these opening stages. Sunny's aggression. Oh, he's going to catch this boost. He hasn't. He has got no whiff of it. Didn't even catch Alex's shoulder as he maneuvered his way now behind them into the back lines. This could be powerful. There's no way Sunny's ready for this. He's got his knife out, jumping into the window, and oh no! Oh dearie, dearie me! That was a shot, a real chance.
The re-peek as well. You think, okay, at least he'll get him then. But no, apparently not. But damage certainly inflicted to a couple of players. If it's still not going to be ready for Ariel. Tucking himself in the corner. It's 4 versus 2 now. Eastor and Lau left in a desperate scenario. Sergey, still one of the few healthy players. Oh, good positioning, but timing a little bit off. Should be taken out here by Lau, but that might be it. He's left now with 3 players to find, taking significant damage at the start and finished off by Ariel. It's the bomb down, the round confirmed, and the eco coming out from Movistar Riders after winning the pistol, no less, as well. They had to fight valiantly for that initial round, and they give it up to USPs. Now, we talk about this team kind of running away with momentum and having good morale and looking very sharp. But when one of those rounds comes through, that's going to be rock bottom, right? They're going to struggle to get back on their feet after that one, especially on a map they haven't necessarily had the best results on recently. They've played it 16 times in the last 3 months and only converted 38% of those. And like we said before, it's not that they're playing top-tier Counter-Strike every single time in these matchups.
Yeah, and I mean, you brought up the fact that Mirage is their most played map, and it is by a significant margin. Very little Counter-Strike actually played by ENCE, but lots of victories posted all the way back to DreamHack Masters, Malmo, the likes of Fnatic, Furia, MIBR, Mouse Sports, all falling by the wayside. Of course, most recently, just today, we saw their Mirage victorious versus Tai Lu. And this is a brutal way to lose another round. It's going to be thrown into the SMG and M4 grinder. Confirms it. Every time I look at Sergey, he just seems so young. I look at that, like he looks like he could be like the face of a solid 10 to 13-year-old, but he's fragging like an absolute king.
Yeah,
the new generation, folks.
Scary at times.
21 frags for him on Overpass at just 17 years of age.
So the guns will come out. Ooh. Need to find some momentum here. Good flashbangs towards middle. They've got Alu pretty much painted to a corner here, but smoke's coming down. A little bit awkward at this point. Now let's spray towards his position. Oh, lots of damage done, but Not going to commit to it. They can get Alex towards CPL. So good territory claimed. Alu now just re-smoking, making sure that no one can get towards the Connect X7. Still with the Galil. Lots of money on that CT side now. After winning a full eco, they've been reimbursed. You can see they've got $8,000 on X7, Sunny, 6K on Aerial, and for now, still a 5-5. They have given up some control of the map towards Connector and Short, but there should be some sort of reaction to that, and this will be it. Sergey got to be swinging towards A ramp, knowing they need this, and nails it. They had to do something with that one, Alex. They couldn't allow Short and Connector to be taken over here, but Eastor knows his position, and Aerial wants to get that silenced M4, will maintain the advantage. 3-on-2, Steel, Alex left with almost nothing to work with. They've got no utility, and now they've lost Steel. The bonding between these two players, and at this point, I feel like Alex is done for.
There was a small window, but it's closed. 4 to ENCE. And they're flying. Not only by winning that pistol, but the fact that every single round they've won after that, they have had a minimum of 3 players standing. So keeping all of that Kevlar, no need to reinvest. You can see there's still 2 AKs in play, scavenged away for the CT side. So they are going to be fully set to really run away with the CT half. Let's see what the Movistar Riders can do. It does seem like we're going to be seeing Lal splash his cash again. It just seems to be something that he's doing by design. On their Deagle buys, he's the one to over-invest. Saw it on overpass as well. No issues for Aerial. Bit messy on the first, but
they've got this covered. The incendiary down as well. He can reposition. They've got both key choke points in the form of Palace and A-Ramp covered here, and just waiting for them to come through one by one. Movistar Riders starting to fall off at this point, but there's Eastor actually getting a kill through the gap in the smoke, I believe, as you see Aerial removing the equation as well. A chance here. Need another 1D, and Lal's going to get it.
How have they got themselves here? Seems like it's all in vain. Alu, insane in the membrane. Grabs himself round 6, pops it in the pocket of ENCE, and now 5-1. As you can see, all the different lenses. I wonder what they call these ones. You know, if they had names like Instagram filters.
Sure, I bet they'd probably do. Yeah. I like the black and white CCTV footage.
Yeah,
I think
that's a good one. I think I like the light enhancement, where it makes it look like the sun is really beaming rays down on Mirage. And into a real shot for Movistar Riders. No Deagles this time, no Glocks, no funny business. They've weathered those 2 rounds, and now it's their best shot, best foot forward. Double AWPs against them. He's still on his.
Remember, they won the pistol as well. 5-1 down. It's been a bit of a nightmare since. But yes, good a chance of any here. They've got the AWP out on Eastor. He's been the biggest performer so far. Mopas once again lurking in towards key positions. He's moving towards B on Mirage, and he'll try his luck towards A. This time no one to trade with him. And he'll give out the frag quite cleanly. Does a little bit of damage towards Sergey, but still does absolutely fine as he repositions towards the shadow position here. And now at this stage, do you fall back? And apparently, well, that's been answered for us. They're going to go towards T spawn and presumably head towards B. Lau, they'll hear him falling back there, and Alex has been detected towards middle as well. They'll throw a Molotov towards the window. They have to finish a B at this stage. They've got no control, no territory towards A. Alex, he'll make his way through it. He'll take one hell of a shot to remove the AWP towards CT spawn. He's now spotted, trying to throw the flash. Won't do a whole lot for him. And Sunny, he's actually falling off the B position. Maybe feeling a little bit of pressure from Short there. Now, so far from his teammates and the bomb. So they're actually going to go...
Ooh, this is very unique.
Towards B, I would imagine, with the bomb in that position, but they're losing players rapidly at this point.
Lal needs more than one here to sell this. 28 seconds, they're going to bide their time, play contact. And Lal really, really hoping to find a way in. He's running out of time to do so.
Well, they're creeping in towards B with the bomb now. They've committed.
Oh, and to be fair, now Lal can really take his time with this. He knows he's established. Lal catches one onto A. Their reaction is confused. They actually spring to life towards A to want to find him, but the bomb can go down now uncontested. Steel is the man behind that magic. On the cross, Eastor misses the first. A second opportunity on it, catches a glimpse through the window. Steel onto the first. Now now things really are starting to get cooking.
This was a 5-on-3, but they've actually done a very good job to make this winnable this stage. It's going to be flashbangs and molotovs left over, but Lau, he's on the other side of the map. He'll have to get through enemy lines here, but still keeping them in the round as the bomb ticks at some pace at this point. X7, a slight chance of winning this one. He has to just smoke the bomb and go for it, I'd imagine. Smoke is successful. At least he'll hit his shot. We are done here, and the defusers are coming through. It's the AWP to try and deny. The knife will have to come through, and it's connecting, but the bomb, it will not be defused. There we have it. It will be Movistar Riders grabbing the round back, but they do lose pretty much everyone trying to deny the defuse there. So only one survives. That'll be Lal, but still, they had to fight their way out of that situation. They lost the first 2 picks, and a convincing fake from Lal. Actually, with 20 seconds remaining, he makes his way in and gets that one single kill. Only Sunny towards B at that point. He misses the key shot of the AWP, and then it all falls apart. We do have Movistar Riders winning out in a very, very big round for them.
Yeah, and he's still losing his AWP because he had to go so close to the bomb with his knife out just to stop X7's cheeky defuse attempt. Now, despite finding the victory, no AWP available for him into this one. Now just the rifle messing sacrifice for Alex and opting for some util alongside it. Wow, they're quick up towards CPL. A lot of pressure that Sunny can still handle. I like this position from him. He'll be able to remantle back into CPL and respond to B while also having a real line on towards that connector position. And just as the smoke fades, oh, the shadow gets a Q, can tuck away, knows there's a second coming from that direction. Messy, but an escape nonetheless. ENCE keep themselves tidy.
1 Molotov remains, 2 flashbangs, and they'll make their way in towards A. It's not looking too convincing here. They've got to get through this brutal crossfire between Ariel and Sergey. They'll pre-fire the first position, but surely can't get the second. Bomb goes down. The rotations will come through here. Need a couple of quick frags. Time is not the most important element so far. They just need to get kills, and they're taking a lot of damage and finding them. Good flashbang from Sunny sets himself up for a 3-on-2 now. Easter and Alex so low, though. Both towards jungle for now, and they've got control of connector here. Sunny looks like he's on for another kill. Gets both of them. A stray bullet on the first. And we'll close things out, no problem. And yes, Movistar Riders won the last round, but only 1 player survived. So they actually got $3,500 per player in that previous round, and now loss bonus only get them so far. You can see them all hovering at $3,000. This is a partial buy situation for them. Sunny getting it done, denying the plant. Let's see, there was that first bullet. Was it like kind of a little bit off?
So let's
and grabbed
see.
Alex.
Maybe he started moving. Yeah, okay, so as he side-strafed, the spread just caught the head.
Yep.
Damn, round 9. ENCE, they are really starting to build momentum. It was the pistol round, and then a slew of 5 before Movie found their second. Immediately silenced once again. Came down to that 1v1, just slashing and gashing in the smoke. Not that. You can see the ADR though for Sunny and Sergey. 120 ADR distributed nicely. They're really hard performing. All 3 of them around the 100 at ADR plus mark. So just pistol armor for them.
Anyway, we move on. Feeding 50s and CZs, and it's going to be a faster B play. The Molotov to stop the CT flank coming through, the incendiary to segregate them, and X7. He's got a hungry alligator waiting on the other side. He'll drop a smoke at this point, and we'll see whether this is going to be enough. Ooh. Oh, there's $900 in the bag as he looks to mow them down. Significant damage inflicted. They've got some entry here. That kill especially does allow them to get the bomb down. They've got a couple of upgraded weapons. One of them admittedly is a shotgun, but still an AK-47 for Lau.
Yeah, this is it. This is their shot back into this half. With only pistols. Now Lau's Kevlar really does pay dividends. He's got a rifle with it. Alex, unfortunately, is shut down by Ariel. Eastor, he's going to try and keep them at bay as best he can. Let Lau's rifle play around whatever the clock remains. He has a chance. Ariel was low, but now Lau, this is really going to be tough. Caught by Sergey. Way in, but no way out. It will be the 7th for ENCE.
Decent effort there from Movistar Riders. Managed to get through the initial gate of the shotgun at that point. The bomb was planted. Got a rifle, but a very efficient retake from ENCE does yield their 7th round on the board of the CT side of Mirage is their pick. So far, so good. A little bit uncomfortable in the previous, but they managed to win out the round. But with the bomb planted, there should be a very decent buy here from Movistar Riders, but they're going to need like 6-7 rounds to have a solid half here. And only got 2 so far after winning the pistol, no less. So what's the play?
So early smokes, top, middle, and window. Ariel will support Sunny with an aggressive push-up middle. Oh, this is going to be an interesting interaction. Eastor and Mopos receiving. And perfect flash. Eastall gets the one blind. Sunny will get traded on as well. So advantage still favoring Movistar Riders. And they successfully deal with the mid push from the Finns. Not quite over yet though. Alu, he has Steel just beneath him. That smoke will not last forever. And in the smoke he's tucked in, but patience prevails. He's also aware of the push. Oh! Steel! Timing favors him. A double kill. Deus Ex Machina. Not quite. This god can bleed, and it's going to be X7 to get that frag. And a lovely reminder of that bomb's location does remind you that this one will not be quick. X7 thrown into the mid round and has some decisions to make. Only 9 HP though.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but he'll give it a go.
Any AWPs lying around? That would make things real sweet for him.
He's heading towards the correct direction. Lau making his way for T-spawn towards the B apartments here. Bomb will be planted, no problem. So X7, not really much he can do with it. Yeah, maybe recovering a sniper at this stage might be the best port of call. We will see. 35 seconds remaining,
So
and round confirmed.
Alu's is probably in connector. We saw him die to Steel. I don't know if he pulled out his pistol though. I can't drive myself very effectively. Yeah, there is one waiting in connector. Should he go for the long way around the world? Doesn't seem like he's got the pace to do so though. So it will be another round on the board, this time in favor of the Movistar Riders. An important one, integral to their campaign.
Yeah, it's all down to Steel, that one really. Getting towards connector, his teammate goes down, he creeps through the smoke, gets himself a double kill, and at that point, easy sailing in towards that B-bomb site. Good call from Lau to go recover the bomb, make his way towards his teammate. X7 already low, couldn't do anything about him. Hold on to the M4 here. Definitely could have got the AWP, but opts against it for now. And we'll see round 11 come through. 3 on the board now, but money's still strong on the CT side. Maybe a tactical timeout is on the cards here when we mix things up. Not really too much you can do about that. Bit of an anomaly. Comes through the smokes, gets the timing like that. Alu almost got the second kill. There was certainly a chance.
He scoped in on it and then just immediately quick switched. The timing was perfect for Steel. 50% skill, 50% raw luck. Into round 11, second map of our third series of our second day here of the Champions Cup, live from Malta. Home to some of esports' favorites. Kenny S. et al. Sergey gets the first, and there's a chance for a second. He knows there's one coming from Palace, but pressure from Steel is perfect. Access to the A site granted. Rotate will be coming in, X7 responsible. They have yet to cross with this bomb, though. You can see Movistar Riders unwilling to commit. They have Alex set up to catch off the rotate towards Kitchen. He's going to, I assume, be up on the balcony. No, beneath. And that loses a lot of its glimmer. I thought he had a way to stop that Alu rotate. There's a second now on its way as well. X7 will not be caught.
It's looking good again for Movistar Riders. We said they had to build up a few rounds, break the bank events if possible. This would be the perfect time to do it. Smoke towards the window, but it's all a bit of a ruse here. You can see them actually focusing towards the window, boosting Alex up, and this is the key frag now. X7 seems to be aware of it. Alex jumps up on the table here, looking to get a decent angle, just covering his teammates as they transition over. Great shot. That should confirm things here. There's only one player, that's going to be Sunny, but he is in towards that Palace position. We know that causes damage, but Lau's aware of it, and that's it. Very convincing round there from Movistar Riders. Didn't really make any mistakes at all.
Really cool call. I promise that made sense.
Yeah.
Seeing them go for the opening picks on A, but then falling all the way back into some window presence. You know the CTs are going to have to respect you disappearing, going back towards B, and so you have that very interesting angle that Alex was able to hold up on the table.
Yeah, and that's all by virtue of that nice smoke thrown towards window as well. Takes vision away, holds those two players towards the B side of the map. Alu does hit a nice shot towards the B apartments. He's trying to take the AWP into the next round, considering the money finally is going to be broken for them. That's going to be 7-4. So they've come right back on track here. It was looking pretty disastrous at one point, but the grind has paid off, and they're going to keep 3 players up as well. So ENCE don't really have many options here. They've got $2,000 per player. Going to have to take an eco around this AWP or fully invest and go with 5/7s, Deagles, and see whether Alu can carry the round. I would say with the buff they've got already, it's fine to take an eco here, maybe get some nades. They managed to win a full eco before.
Yeah, that's true. God, they did. That was such a brutal start for Movistar Riders, but now back in the back in contention, can stay competitive. Especially now with Alu on the Zoom banger. They've left him to his own devices on B, and they execute into the USB stack. Should being the operative word, be a walk in the park.
They've thrown everything they can. They only really have to focus towards Shadow here. And so far, not looking great, but there it is. Still coming with the frags, and it's a little bit messy, but that will happen running to the full stack, but they should be able to fend things off if it has bought enough time for Alu to rotate in at least.
Look at Sergey in the smoke, and he actually gets another one. There is no way they lose 2 full ecos, this time with the AWP, the special twist.
It's happened again.
The cherry on top, and ENCE, that's 2 for 0. They are successful in both of their eco adventures so far.
They just had to buy enough time for Alu to rotate back. They managed to bring it back to a pretty much equal situation there. Alu arrived and started landing all the shots required here. Bang, AWP. Closes things out as well. Interesting to see how fast this shot was. Very quick indeed. And that's another eco victory for ENCE.
Oh, excuse me. That was me just, I'm furious, obviously, throwing my microphone around. But that's so tough. You know, you talked about the mental fortitude required to bounce back from 1 full eco.
Yeah, right.
2.
Yeah, and kicking yourself up for that.
We have to bite our tongue when we say full eco. We saw Alu's double kill crucial to securing it, but those opening frags and Sergey playing around that smoke, the fact that they had to acknowledge that they hadn't found all of them. Catches the frag, the bomb carrier, and really destabilizes this whole run. Round 13, though. More of a default spread. See how little of X7's head you see when he goes for this jump peek. This is distinctly minimal. Alex will be joined by a storm towards middle. 60-second mark reached. This is ballsy. Who's covering Sunny? Ariel, I suppose, but he's just going to try and completely throw a spanner in the works. They're going for a run boost. He can catch him before he even touches the ground. ENCE, they've got a newfound confidence. And it's worked so far, at least for a moment. Steel, however, did manage to pull one back. 30 seconds. It's going to be pretty tough. They're going to try and fake this commitment with Steel's low HP. Ooh, a crucial frag. Lau relieves a whole lot of pressure on towards A. Will smoke out the CT. A flash to get his teammates across this tight line. It didn't quite connect. Instead, a smoke arrives even better. 12 seconds. They'll get that bomb across. Mopos desperately trying to find a safe plant spot. Alu locked out from smokes. X7 short. Sunny from CT. It's a 3-man retake should they go for it.
I don't think they will.
Perhaps no need. X7 will catch the lurk.
Now
they might consider it.
Okay, man advantage out of nowhere. The flank attempted there, but actually might lead to their demise. Bomb still just about arriving at the halfway point here, so they could actually go for this one. They've got to wait for X7 to come through the connector. They've got kits available. They've got smokes as well for the C4. He still will have to deliver here, but presumably his vision will be taken away momentarily. This is the moment now. He'll nail the first shot, but the defuse, I think, is already coming through. Remove though, he hits the shot. He actually managed to win the round off that one bullet alone. Well, there we have it. Rescuing the round there. It looked like they threw it. They had to really batten down the hatches there. He's still having to hit a couple of remarkable shots through the smoke to deny the defuse there. That's only his 7th kill of the half so far. But high impact for sure. That's going to be the money drained out of the bank accounts of ENCE. They have got enough for an Alu AWP if they really fancy it, but we'll see what they've got in mind.
Yeah, there's an AWP on the ground there. Damn, Eastor in that smoke. I mean, it's an impossible shot. You really just have to hope your muscle memory's there. Alu's bringing some aggression towards the Palace to start things off. He hasn't quite swung into it, and aggression all over the map. Steel wise to their tricks, though. Currently holding the underpass. ENCE have got so many different looks to the CT side. It's so clear this is a map that they have refined.
Good dodge from Alu. He knows there's a chance now he doesn't have the advantage. He'll actually drop off. Effective flashbang. Knocks him off his perch. We'll head back towards middle. Now the time has run incredibly low most of the rounds. Movistar here finished on the T side, but last one was successful. Sunny now probing towards the B apartments. He hears a grenade thrown. Presence there. Clean kill on Steel. That's going to be enough to funnel them towards A, but there's still one more player towards the apartments, and that could actually yield a frag, but they're playing the safer game here. Falling back together, hoping that's going to push them towards the A side, which it has. 45 seconds remaining. Loud towards the Palace position, this time with the AK, not the Krieg, so it can't be as effective as his teammates clear out the close range positions.
Good flashes, good utility. The whole set from Loud is nice there, but a gap in the smoke CT. Mopos tagged up. He's going to try and plant, but there's no way he's not going to be stopped. And already the bomb loose on the ground. Alex stops the aggression from Sunny, and this is just chaos in the server. 24 seconds, they need that bomb down. Eastor to cover him off, and he steps straight into Alu's line! And Alu through the box. That's not the first time I've said that this series.
Yeah, he's had some pretty nuts rounds throughout this campaign here in the best of 3. On overpass, he managed to get 2 kills through the smoke, finish things off through the bomb side box. He does just that once again here on Mirage. We'll see it from his POV, I'm sure. Sergey denied the plant. That was a very important kill, but it got very flashy indeed when Alu arrived on the scene. Here he comes now, looking to find that headshot in Eastor and then denying the plant. And that's so important as well because it's the final round of the half. They've got $2,000 per player. They would have had enough for at least a couple of rifles had they got the extra 800 a piece, but going for the B commitment here, Alex might get toasty there, and indeed he will have to extinguish him with a few smokes. And now Sunny will open things up. Doesn't hit the second shot, but he certainly has got the information.
Yeah, pre-fire from X7 was not rewarded. They have access to B site. Mopos gives them a solid chance. Alu, however, he has been so difficult to push off. Every fight you give him, he seems to thrive. And so passive, perhaps the answer, still quite the opposite in this smoke. In the CT smoke, he can strike. He's using that UMP perfectly. Good damage. Just Sergey with 20 points of health. He's won the round for his team, the final round of play. Sergey's got to go for it, and that's it. 9-6. Movistar Riders after a very flimsy first 7 rounds of play. It's 6-1, but ends 9-6. We're going to think about that one and be back in 2. A crucial pistol round now for Movistar Riders up against the ropes, but it's the CT side of Mirage in order to come back online and to take us to a third elimination series. One of these teams will not advance. The winner will secure a spot in the semi-finals. This is the Champions Cup. We're live from Malta, and I say we. I'm Machine. I'm joined by Mr. Henry G.
Good evening. Welcome to the second half of the second map. And indeed, the pistol has a little weight attached to it. If Movistar Riders can pick this one up and hopefully convert
this time.
Yeah, they lost to 2 pretty much full ecos there, one of which did have an Alu AWP attached to it, but still, the second round was disastrous. This is going to be in a much different half for them, but still, 6 we said was enough. We said that's what they were aiming for. They managed to get it.
Interesting. Mopos has opted for the smoke grenade Zeus buy.
The Zeus on the pistol round, you don't see that too often.
Did you?
I've never considered that. Don't see it too often.
So, he's playing B, so should they waterfall out, I guess maybe something there, we'll see. At the moment, a slow and methodical start for ENCE. They're hoping to pick this one apart. Sunny's going to be smoking off window with this smooth running throw. Whee. Now they continue their advance. It will be pushed down middle. Alex won't hear the steps just yet. They still hold their walk. And advancing into Lowell and Eastor. Steel's nade could do considerable damage if he can dunk that towards the connector on contact, and Eastor's already found more than just contact. He's found a headshot. He is, however, exposed. Alu's gone. Now they can focus all of their attention towards these two angles of assault. Out Tetris, Sandwich as well. Do good damage. Lowell just surviving. His teammates can do the rest. And a pistol victory for the CT side, a crucial one. Now the next question on the list. Can they convert?
It's a good question. Considering no bomb was planted, we might see another full eco here and Galil's across the board in the next round of all the utility they need. That seems to be the popular choice these days with the changes to the FAMAS and the Galil. They've actually opted for Deagles though, so they are going to be throwing everything they can into round number 2. 9-7 now. Good chance for 9-9 if they can fend off this force spy. They've got 3 FAMASs to do so, a single M4 as well. A couple of kits thrown into the mix with Mopos with the MP9 and more utility. So we'll see Sunny making his way towards underpass. They've got 4 smokes, a couple of flashes. He's still watching towards underpass here. No one wants to be taken down alone. Crossfires are the aim of the game here. He's still good position to get the burst up. Sunny strikes.
That is a precise Deagle shot, and another one came from Alu. He was in middle as well. Will be caught. 3 versus 3. This force spike was everything. Connect 7's caught another. The Deagle headshots deliver. Down to Mopos and Lowell to play this one up, and ENCE hitting everything. The round is over, and Movistar Riders cannot win the second round today.
Apparently not, Alex. It was a brilliant display, though. Sunny, I didn't think he stood a chance in that first kill. Completely eviscerates his opponent towards that connector position, opens up the floodgates, and ENCE just pile on through. Making their way towards the A side, bomb down one by one. The Deagle shots delivering, and Movistar Riders will have to replicate that as we head into round number 18 here. Deagles, CZs themselves, scouts as we have a bit of juggling in towards T-spawn. That's fine. You don't necessarily want to be rushing on this sort of round. You want to be playing very slow at the start. Wait for their aggression, like we saw from ENCE in the first half. Once you shut that down, then go in together and utilize all the grenades you have available. 3 players towards middle so far. Wow.
He'll take that.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that channel. Would have liked a flash or a smoke, but still didn't receive a death, but Sunny down to 30.
So they know the scout was window. What is their reaction? Will fall off. Regroup. So much utility to be deployed. Where does it come from? So X7's going to re-smoke with top middle. And a smoke seems to be the answer. 50 seconds. Smoke's likely going to be flying in on that 45 mark. Steel with only a CZ. So much utility about to be thrown in his direction. Likely more Molotovs to come. Dark, clear, Steel still not forced off the default, but Alex playing around the edge of the smoke, and he gets so much info. Lovely play from Alu.
Yeah, that will do nicely. That should be crisis averted here, but still Eastor there with the Desert Eagle, but exposed. Lau will be taken down in tow. We've got Ariel watching the flanks here, and Eastor, 1 kill to his name. I think that will be it as he looks to go down here. Eventually, X7 will spray him for the ticket booth, and that was a force spy, remember, so it's another eco for Movistar Riders here. USPs and P250s at the very top end. As round 19 comes through, it looks like 12-7. We're pretty much locked in at this point. Decent effort from the CTs, but only 1 kill found as they had the correct positioning. So, $1,900 per player. Won't be a great buy going forward. Eastor will buy the flashbang, so that suggests a push from connector either short. Normally is the default approach in these sort of rounds. Can be effective. Like this year especially, I've seen so many rounds of just USPs work out just by virtue of the flashbang.
Yeah. You catch a couple and suddenly it just spirals. You've got weapons, you've got advantage in your positioning.
So Alu's got the Mac 10 here, so he can definitely have a look around. Like he should be able to get at least 1. But they are playing very defensively. No one giving him the intel. He doesn't have any grenades. Notice that. Like he knows he's going to go down here, so he doesn't buy any grenades to give over to them. Wants to keep his money as strong as possible, knowing he's going to be a bit of a martyr this round.
That's interesting. And he can see his roll. I was going to say paying off. He does get the info. There's a stack towards A. You can see the bomb hightailing it to B.
So they'll lock off the connector now. They'll start getting control towards short. They want to get there ideally before the CTs arrive, and Aerial knows it. Spots one at the bench, but they'll continue their assault here, knowing there's no like flashbangs to retake with. They have to get through the window here, one by one. So one's got through, so Aerial knows that. He's confirmed it at least.
Oh, he's covered so much ground there, so fast. Steele, he was biding his time and does manage to at least get one with his USP. He's given it his best shot, but rifle versus an unarmored opponent makes short work of that. Mopos, talking of unarmored, he's got himself the Mac 10 from Alu and not much else. Hoping to catch Sunny with the timing here, and he does. Back to an AK on the table, but X7, quick trade, and 12-7 now.
Not the worst round for the Spaniards, I have to say, considering they only had USPs, managed to get 3 kills in total. A nice idea from Alu with the Mac 10, but taking down with those 3 USPs ready and waiting. It was the queue, though. Back towards B they went, and sure, a couple of kills came through, but it was never really any doubt that ENCE going to pick that round up. A little bit expensive, but still, 5 and 4s for Movistar Riders. No kits, bare bones utility, and no helmets. Luckily, won't be too much of a factor. The Mac 10s are now gone, but the M4 certainly going to be an issue in that department.
Alex already tucked up in towards Palace, and so perhaps a chance to punish should they commit towards A, but at the moment you can see that bomb, and you can see this mid-control. ENCE don't really intend to test just yet. Sergey will consider the B. I was going to say push, but more just so be presence. 2 of them there. Mopos, he really does have an opportunity here. Sunny's already getting full access to join them through underpass. There will be some utility. Do they do this dry?
Mopos normally alone. Still want a dumb position though, and it rings true. X7's actually into the shadow position. They've got no idea, Alex, here. They have no idea what's actually happening, what's going on. Alex should be able to pull this kill back, but still, it's buying so much time. They're actually planting towards B. He can't rotate, so he'll get this kill no problem, I'd imagine. Oh, he takes... Oh, wait.
Oh, no! X7.
That's unreal.
He was... They knew exactly where he was.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. It's not X7, like, outplaying him necessarily. That's just, like, the timing gods smiling down on X7, but... He'll take it all day long.
They really aren't my friend. I think there's probably a correlation between the timing gods and game sense. But
yeah, I don't think you can blame them fully for all your shortcomings.
Steele gets a nice frag, but I'm afraid it's going to be the 13th here for ENCE. Clown won't be able to keep hold of his rifle. They know exactly where Steele is, and they do have extra cash if they wanted to go hunting. I think Aerial's considering it. Oh, won't be leaping out the window. 13 for ENCE. So look at the scoreboard. Sunny's maintaining his form today. He went all guns blazing into his Tyloo series, 58 frags in 2 maps, and well now, 21 in the second, well over 20 in the first.
Tactical timeout. Being a little bit more conservative with them on this particular map. They had used 4 when they had a 12-10 lead in the first map here, but now 13-7 down, going to have to work out how they get themselves out of this mess. It all starts here, round 21. $3,000 per player, though. Steele has an M4, but this was the play that really shut the round down. Alex is going to be gutted with that one. X7 continues the rampage. Steele will survive with the M4, but that's about it. They can only really invest lightly into this. They're going to need a bit of the ENCE luck now.
Yeah, it's about time.
An eco victory required.
Running out of options. Movistar Riders, they're opting for the A stack, and could not be worse timing because ENCE, they've got a read. They're heading straight towards B with 3. Now they're going to go for a walk up middle. He knows there's going to be limited weaponry, and so he can take these fights a bit more nonchalantly, and that's the first. Collected an info on the second as well. Through the smoke, Steele does manage to make that one-way work. Just over the top of it, but now they accelerate towards B, and there is absolutely nobody home.
No, you're right there, but there is a nice shot from Steele. Gives him a rifle, yeah. And at this point, though, Sunny, if he smokes towards short, like this, that's pretty much it. He'll be aware they can boost over, but not really much else they can do. Molotov down. And with the time bought with that smoke, they might as well hold on to the 2 rifles here and the AWP. I don't think they should be going for this one, but the money is like strong enough they'll buy next round, so maybe they fancy it somewhat.
There's a kit on Steel which maybe spurred them to go a little further, a little faster, and they are starting to close that gap. Mopos finds another one. That might be enough. Charging in, they need this frag clean. Lau will find it with a CZ close though. And Sunny, all he has to do is stop Easter on that bomb. All he has to do, but Easter's defusing safely. What's the time on this? He doesn't have a kit. Falls off it. Will have to run away, though. It was Steel who had the kit, and Easter doesn't even get to maintain it.
No, so that's as frustrating as it can get, really. Had it been the player with the kit defusing it, I think he has it.
He has it.
But it's the 10-second defuse there, and unfortunately, it doesn't work out for them. They save nothing at all. Had they just left the round with the AK, the AWP, and the M4, I would have said that would have been worthwhile. But as I said, they're going to buy up next round anyway, so they might as well go for it, considering the scoreline, and they'll go for a double AWP setup still. So I guess in that respect, there was no harm in going for it, but it's a bit unfortunate they couldn't get the kit close.
Out of interest, how should professional comms sound during those, like, we should save, oh, maybe we should go for it?
It's really like on the fly at that point, especially if they probably were considering the save and they found those 2 kills towards middle.
Go for it.
Yeah, then you just got to like just see what happens. Like, they'll all know at that point. Like, it's not like a comm necessarily. Like, everyone knows.
Yeah.
Once you get a kill and there's still a chance to go for that, like you're going to start repositioning.
You can see players like in that limbo period though, where their positioning suggests a
and,
save.
And the fact that money was like I said, they had to buy it regardless. They needed the round, right?
There's so many factors that they're kind of quickly calculating.
Sure.
As to how to approach it. Round 22, this is Movistar Riders then on their last legs. The double AWP has been pulled out. Let's see if this can shift momentum back in favor of the Spanish squad. They sent ENCE to the lower bracket, and now it is their demon haunting them in their lower bracket run. Up through Connector, another brand new look from ENCE's T side. They've been taking mid control, and that deep Molotov stops Alex from getting any info. Ooh, but fires off a warning shot. And Nick 7 jumps straight into his jaws. He actually manages to double up. That's huge. A big way into this round. Easter realizes that his life is more valuable, tucks himself in, Lau catching aerial close quarters. Sergey, however, still trying to be the last stand, and the last man is Alu. The chance. That's been lost.
Yeah, not really much chance here for Alu, I'm afraid. A strong round from Movistar Riders, just what they needed. It goes 14-8, and in terms of the cash, it's actually relatively low for ENCE here. They'll probably take a partial, maybe not. They've got Aerial on $2,000, Sunny with 4K. They can drop 1 weapon, so they will go for the buy in the end. It'll be a Mac 10 as the compromise. In the right hands, though, that can be a very powerful weapon, given the right circumstances, especially against a double AWP setup here. Sort of try to smoke them out, get the Mac 10 through, and see if you can hunt them down. Here's Lau getting it done with the M4. Great work by him. And we'll see them have a solid chance here at round number 23. AK-47s and an A execution on the agenda. That's a good call, considering they know against double AWPs here. Alex, you want to try and take vision away from those. Allow them a good spot, but can't get the shot.
Yeah, he had to do so much more with that. You just mentioned the power of the double AWPs can be completely quashed by some solid A smokes, and the retake all the more difficult with that, but the Molotov is perfect. They can't plant. At least buys them some time for this rotate. Important fight for Steel. And these fights are going to be going on all over the map at the same time. Alex taking a bit of a beating on his aggression from stairs. They're not quite in perfect sync here. Must win round. ENCE have played this perfectly, and it does look like Mopos is going to have to concede. There's no way back in.
And that's the perfect call from ENCE. Like we said, you know, they're up against the double AWPs. It all comes down to that first frag. Sure, Lau certainly had one available to him, but couldn't win out in the duel. And then we'll find ourselves with just a must-save situation. You need the AWPs in the next round. The money's going to be relatively low overall as well. So 5 players survive on the inside. They used all their grenades, good smokes down, and good shot delivered by X7. Just 2 kills required, and they found themselves series point. 7 rounds to give it up. But this is an elimination game as well, so we could be saying goodbye to Movistar Riders very shortly indeed.
Yeah, this could be it. Last chance saloon now. They'll take their final shot.
Well, they have enough to work with in terms of overall weaponry. But one mistake, that will cost them the series. And here we go. This could be it, round 24. And it all comes crashing down. Already took down ENCE in the best of ones. A convincing victory. 16-7. Full reversal in the best of 3, though. ENCE coming back from a 10-5 deficit on the first. actually locked things down in that second half. And now looking to do just that once again here, as they'll flash off the AWPer. Lopez will do whatever he can to get out of this situation. Both orbs on this side of the map. He still, though, recovers. A chance for him to get at least one kill, but that was the chance. And now Mopaz will be in a very, very dangerous situation here. But they are finding frags in return. Molotovs all around him here as the AWP surely taken down here. 3 versus 2. One more CT on the side there. It's going to be Alex.
Unwilling to contest the plant, but he does force Sunny to cancel. Give Steel more time, and a 1 versus 2. I think he got a glimpse of X7 on that truck. He has to be so precise here. They can double peek him, and he just gets caught. It's confirmed. ENCE survive, and it will be the end of the road for Movistar Riders. They will not see the semis. ENCE, they get that monkey off their back. They fell in the best of ones, but completely and totally revitalized into the best of 3. They stand ground.
Yeah, that's more what we expect from ENCE, to be honest with you. What a turbulent end of the year has been for them. The roster change seems to have affected the team massively. But if they can get to a grand final here this tournament, they can show they've still got it. They said they were focusing on 2020 at the end of this year. So it seems that things starting to come together now. A disastrous start for the tournament, but they might just stick the landing.
I just saw one of the new Counter-Strike summaries. You know, they give everyone a tag now.
Sure.
Like, I saw the audible steps count.
Okay.
There were 1,900 audible steps heard by one player. I didn't catch a glimpse of who it was, but I've never seen that one before.
A very noisy boy.
Yeah, like an elephant charging around. Probably Alu, if I had to guess.
Well, there it is. It's going to be ENCE 2-0. They will be making their way towards the playoffs there, Alex. We do say goodbye to Movistar Riders, who I guess they put up a decent performance. We weren't really massively aware of what this team was going to do at the tournament. Steel joining, obviously, a bit of a household name. It's going to revitalize the squad, give them more experience. We know they've always had talent within this roster. Yeah. But hopefully, they're going to come back in 2020 a little bit stronger, more time. January is going to be a pretty relatively clear kind of part of the year. They can actually show us what they're made of as time develops.
I would hope so, yes. And of course, we do see Mr. Sunny setting up on the stage with Stun. A huge performance from him. And let's see what he's got to say about that victory.
Hey everybody, you might know this guy. His name is Sunny. He finds himself on ENCE, and they find themselves punching a ticket into the semifinals. Of course, right now, we need to start talking about this game in a way that makes sense. So where we center this one first would have to be the fact that you found yourselves playing Overpass again. How did this all transpire? Because you did lose to them in BO1s. Now you find it again in a BO3. Were you more comfortable?
Yeah, I would say so, because yesterday we weren't just on the server, so to speak. We were playing 1 by 1, and we kind of just choked, I think. So, yeah, we were pretty confident coming in this match today and well prepared.
Well, preparation only goes so far. When you have a player like Alu doing stuff on Overpass like he did. I mean, this guy, I think he shot some 3 people through smoke. It was absolutely outrageous play. And something like that has to ignite inside the server, right? Like it kind of brings up the team comms, brings everybody on the same page.
Yeah, I think Alu was just having fun and doing his stuff. And that 3K was, yeah, he's usually having that kind of rounds.
Yeah, and certainly more rounds on top of that would have to be the full ecos. You guys seemingly have that one in the bag. Talk to me about how relieving it probably is to win a full eco multiple times in the same best of 3.
Yeah, I mean, you go to those rounds, like if you get 1 or 2 kills, you're satisfied, but if you win it, it's like extra motivation boost and kind of building up the momentum. So yeah, it just makes the winning easier.
Well, winning wasn't necessarily easy to begin with, but now you get to stack up in a semifinal. You've got G2 on the board. What do you think about that matchup? Is that one going to be tougher?
Yeah, of course it's going to be tougher. They've been playing pretty good if you take out the final against Mouseforce with the stand-ins, but yeah. We're just going to prepare good and play our own game.
Sunny, are you going to take this trophy home for Natu?
Of course.
Okay, well, you got much more out of him than you did Twista. But for that being said, I appreciate you come up here to talk to me. And of course, all of these lovely ENCE fans out here are going to be taking us back to the desk. A little bit of round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I absolutely love it. What a way to go with that interview. He's saying he's going to bring the trophy home for you guys. And I love how he gets the little dig in there about their game against Mousesports as well, just before he goes into it. Why not? Just go balls deep with it.
In pretty Finnish way as well.
Yeah, he's just
really
deadpan, just
super platonic. Very serious.
Stand in. Yeah, not a good game.
They're never going to live that.
Stuff. Yes.
That's it. Things happen. But
gonna be there.
Speaking of Sunny, I mean, had a lights out day, right? I mean, over 100 frags over the 2 best of 3s. Like I said before, keep eating the same things, keep sleeping the same way, you know, keep preparing
The
mentally
one
the same
position, if
way.
you're on the left, just
Don't move.
get at it. Stay
Stick
at
to
it.
this because it's definitely working, and he had massive impact in so many situations.
I mean, you talk about Sunny. He was 9-0 in opening duels. 9-0. That's like
impressive.
gigantic. And just overall, the numbers. ENCE 19-5 in opening kills compared to Movistar Riders. I mean, these are not usual numbers. These are mind-blowing difference in terms of opening kill. They had the full control over that game. But I mean, sadly for Movistar Riders, we had kind of seen it coming. You know, we knew Overpass was going to be tense, that was going to be close. But then Mirage, you go on to ENCE's, like I said, home garden. That's their environment. They know how to play the map, and you could just see the clutches. They just were one step ahead, and it really transpired that this their own map, and it is, even statistically speaking, one of their best map, really an ace up their sleeve at the moment. So they were allowed to pick it, and it showed.
And I think the thing I liked the most about this, what we saw from ENCE, was now they showed us the real difference between them and Movistar Riders. We were a bit concerned after the best of one. Yes, we go on to the first map, and they do it again. They managed to make it work, but it was close. But here on Mirage, they showed their dominance. They showed why they are the better team and why they deserve to be in the semi-finals. And hey, look, they managed to do it consistently across the entire day.
Yeah, I mean, considering the fact that there was still a couple of rounds that ENCE could have easily won, made a bit of a meal out of it, or a bit of a coincidence happened. For example, when Aldo got a pick the middle and connector and then zooms out and Steel comes through the smoke, gets a double kill out of that, and they win the round. Things like that happened a couple of times, and still has a 16-8 scoreline. You know, I mean, you can't really think to yourself like we did too many things wrong in a map like that.
No, for sure. And I mean, for ENCE, this goes way further than just today. We talked about how they've been in a complicated situation. CAC was a little bit better, and now they're trying to regain that confidence, regain the trust in what they're doing.
Yeah.
Well, they start the event by losing 16-7 to Movistar Riders. That cannot be the start you're hoping for. So today, you have 2 best of 3s, 4 O's in terms of maps. You go in there with style. Yes, you were tested a little bit, but it doesn't matter. You always prevailed. Now you go up against G2 in a semifinal that is hella interesting. I just cannot wait to make it happen, right? But I think
and I get both of you on the desk, which is one French-sided and one Finnish-sided.
Oh, that's going to be a funny one.
So you guys are going to give me lots of entertainment, boys.
Come with my baguette in my hand. I mean, the bread.
I'll get my Koska.
Sure.
I'll get my Koska.
Here we go.
Where we go with that? No, I just wanted to say that for ENCE, that must feel good. Beyond the fact that they make it to playoff, the way they did it, I think that was way more with authority, with dominance. That was a better side of ENCE. I was a little bit scared after day one.
Yeah, I think we all were, right? And they've managed to stand the test of time. But for Movistar Riders, some positives here is that you have made games competitive. You've shown some of your skill, but also you've gained a lot of experience from this.
Yeah, I mean, obviously great proving grounds from them, right? I mean, getting that map win, I think they should be proud about it. You know, it'll showcase that they can definitely do things. And now it's about evolving further, right? I mean, they've tested the waters playing against some of the better teams in the world, and it's you know, hopefully they'll just want to be able to elevate their game a little bit more.
Yeah, what is always complicated for these teams, and what usually happens at these events, is that they have a few maps where they feel good on it, and they will bring trouble for all the big dogs. That's just how it is, because they know these maps. But usually that pool is restricted, way too limited. If we talk about the top Counter-Strike, you cannot come to an event with 3 or 4 maps. That's not how it works anymore. You need 5 or 6 even if you want it.
Yeah.
So there, in that best of 3, I think we saw night and day the difference between Overpass, the map they pick and they know they wanted to play, versus Mirage, the map they were forced onto. Now, if you have a method of work that actually works for Overpass, then maybe use that structure and bring it to all the maps. That would be the next step, but it's easier said than done.
Well, let's see what the rest of the schedule has for today and where we're at overall with this at the Champions Cup here in Malta. As you can see, all the matches are done and dusted. A couple of 2-0s in there delivered by ENCE, but our final game of the day is going to be Hard Legion taking on Team Spirit. Many may have thought Big One had been able to test that and be in that position, but instead we get the domestic matchup once again, CIS versus CIS, and this time it's not a best of 1. Hard Legion are going to have to come out pulling some real big punches.
Yeah, I mean, that obviously the best of 1, a bit of an indication. I thought it was, you know, it was close at times, but Hard Legion definitely was a step ahead. Now we're going to best of 3 environment. I think it's going to be a different ballgame.
I agree. Again, I think it's going to be as close as the best of 1. Like 3 maps, 92% sure. 3 maps.
All the maps.
All the rounds?
All the rounds.
90 rounds? 90 rounds.
90 round prediction
probably 3
coming
maps.
in.
1 AM finish, of course.
1 AM finish. Because we would not have it any other way.
And it's, you know, he's so happy because he's not on the desk.
That's right. That's right. I was thinking, why? Why is he so happy? He tricked me.
Yeah, Maniac, you got fully
Mind
baited
games.
into that one.
I get to work with Mitch for
I'm already
90
starting
rounds.
with the mind games for tomorrow.
Yeah, let's keep it at that.
Did you see the disappointment now? I get to work with Mitch for 90 rounds.
I thought that one just slipped through and no one. He actually heard.
I'm
Mitch, if you're
catching
watching,
it.
I'm joking.
Bye, Mitch. Unlucky, mate. We're going to be finished for now, though. We're going to a break, and when we come back, it's going to be Hard Legion taking on Team Spirit. Mitch will be joining us on the desk. Nati will be taking a well-deserved break and probably celebrating a little bit with his ENCE boys.